guys, so this is going to be a tutorial on how to make whipped cream for your homemade squishies or polymer clay. So let's get started. These are just household items that hopefully you should have around your house. These items are clay. You can make your own, make sure it's bakeable, or it can be air dry, it doesn't really matter actually. Sprinkles, clear glue or colored glue, I recommend white. A mixing container and a mixing spoon. A pastel chalk of your choice, a clay blob the shape of your choice, some extra clay that we'll be using, a blade, and I have some more glue here, some texturing tools, a rolling pin, that's optional, and also optional is Alex Plus silicone. The things that are optional are sprinkles, and colored glue, texturing, and a knife. So let me go ahead and preheat the oven. So go ahead and preheat your oven to the correct temperature. My temperature for baking this type of clay, which is Craft Smart polymer clay. So depending on how much you use, you'll add 15 minutes. So mine, I'm just going to bake it for 15 minutes. So now move everything out of the way. And first you want to add your clear glue to the mixture. And I've done this video a million times, so I already have it pretty much done. So just add a little bit of glue, or the amount that you need for your clay or whipped cream. Now you're going to add your chalk pastels, the color of your choice, and this is also optional. You do not have to do this, of course. All of this is pretty much optional except the glue, clay, and honestly, that's pretty much it. Those are really the only basic things that you need. So now you're going to take your clay, and you're going to, the shape that you've already made, you should have that clay done and over with. So now take your clay, your extra clay that you're using for this, and this can be scrap clay, it doesn't matter. I recommend using the same color as your whipped topping. But what you're going to do, let me move everything out of the way here, is cut it, and I've already added some, so I'm just adding a little bit to show you guys. Just cut thin strips, and you can layer them on top of each other. Make sure they don't stick down too much, and cut them and separate them all, because you do not want big chunks. You're cutting them into small pieces to make it easier to handle. So go ahead and put those into your little cup. Did I say cup and a knife? You need a cup and a knife, definitely also. I don't know what I'm thinking. So add that in. I don't know if I said glue already. I've made this video a million times. So now you're just going to add your school glue. If I have not said that, I'm really sorry, guys. So just add a little bit of your clear glue, or as much as you need. I said that already. I know. Sorry. To your clay mixture. And just go ahead and mix those. I recommend using a knife. It chops it a lot better than the other one, because you need it to be, the clay to be chopped up, obviously, so you don't have big chunks. And also optional is a bag to pipe it on. Sorry, my dog wanted out. Whoa. Or my dog wanted out. So just continue mixing thoroughly. So it'll take a while. I've already pre-mixed mine, so that's why it's not taking too long. So, my clay charm still needs to bake for about 12 more minutes, and I don't want to make this video, that long. So just continue mixing this, and part 2 will most likely be up. by now. Well, it's actually not going to be part 2 because this is just a tutorial on how to make it. So, yeah. So, just cut up your clay, mix it in. So, here are the steps kind of summarized. Cut up the clay very thinly and put it in. Add your clear glue, the amount that you need, not too much. Add more glue if you need to, or more clay, whatever you need to add more of. And mix until you get your desired consistency. So the other video is going to be, it'll probably be linked down below by the time I get it uploaded. So I'm just going to continue stirring this while I wait for that. So that'll be about another 11 minutes. That's my doggy. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'll see you guys in part 2. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. Sorry, it's not part 2. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I'll see you guys later. And go watch how to apply it if you need help on that. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.